So we were from this beautiful center that was all in Portuguese, but with the time we all start feeling the need to have something in English, so we could talk more to our family, to our friends, to our co-workers, and we needed the books, and we needed studies and lectures. So we start thinking about it. We have been there for many, many years. I was there for over 5 years already, studying for a long time. And then one day, my good friend Eduardo, who you all know, that founded the house with me, and from the original group we have Elder and Abílio, we were the ones who remained until now. And then Eduardo came to me and he said, Angie, what do you think about opening a Spiritist Center all in English? And I said, oh my God. Very typical, not exaggerated. And I told him, Eduardo, you have no idea. I had a spiritual encounter 2 days ago, and my spiritual guide told me, Angie, from now on, you are gonna work in Spiritism in English. And I remember in this dream, that's a spiritual encounter, I told him, hey, this to my guardian angel, my spiritual guide. I said, hey, I'm still studying and struggling with this in Portuguese. How am I going to do it in English? He said, yes. So we study harder, because that's where you have to start. So I told Eduardo, and Eduardo said, that's it. So that's it. We are going to do it. And then we did. And that's why we are here today, not just helping the beautiful Brazilian community, but every community that speaks English. So this is really a blessing. And that's what I'm exactly trying to do in Miami. But as if you don't know, Miami is the Latin community, is the Latin capital of America. So it's not even Portuguese, the language is Spanish. So when I start doing in English, they always come to me. Angie, I know you like English, but you know, we really need Portuguese. And the Spanish people, they can understand. I'm like, no. And then I always tell them, listen, in 1960, Chico Xavier was here in New York. And he received a message from Emmanuel. And Emmanuel said, you have to plant the seed of Spiritism in American soil in their language. The language is English. We can't keep this beautiful doctrine that opens so many hearts, that helps so many people, just in our language. We have to spread the word. And that's what the Inner Enlightenment is doing. And I'm very happy with the work of all of you. This is really a blessing that you all can stay here, can participate, can share the studies. Because it's beautiful to watch lectures. It's awesome. But it's really important that we can study, so we can understand why I said that, why somebody else said something else. Because now you understand. It's not that you just believe. No, you understand why you believe. So, touching the point that Fred was talking about Spiritist Center, when they said, oh, you should do a lecture, I'm like, oh my God, I have what? A week and something to create a lecture? That's crazy. And I said, what should we talk about in the anniversary of a beautiful house? Happiness. Of course, we have to talk about happiness, because we already see too many problems all over the world. Struggles, they are all over the TV, the news, even now on Facebook, everywhere. So we have to pursue happiness all the time. Even if you're going to say, oh, but there are times that I can't be happy. Yes, we know that. It is normal that sometimes we go down. It's not normal to remain down. We know that. You can end up in a depression, and you don't want that. But to go down sometimes, because we all struggle, that's why we live on Earth. Earth is not a paradise yet. It's not a perfect angelical world. We are a planet of expiations. It's starting to be a regenerative world. So let's talk about happiness. So Here, why people search for a spiritist center. Fred was talking about his opinion. So tell me, why do you think people come to a spiritist center? There are so many possibilities that you guys will have to say some for me. I'm waiting. We have until 9. If you want to have dinner at 10 p.m. Searching for help, 1. We have another 100 options. Consolation. Guidance. Comfortable. Comfort. Yeah, comfort. So many things. People
seeking questions.
Seeking answers for like so many things. Community. Yeah. So let's see. So we have here like the special people, not me. Spiritists looking for a place to attend. So they are already spiritists. They know Spiritism. They moved, who knows, from Brazil or from another place, and they are searching for a place to continue study. So these are some of the people. Then we have curious or open-minded people. People that never heard of it or sometimes heard, and they're like, yeah, you know, this spiritist thing, what is it? Spirits, what is it? Let me go there to check it out. So they also come. But this is not the majority. The majority of people come with all these issues. Unbalanced mediumship. I give fraternal counseling until nowadays because now I am a worker. We don't say work. I'm a practitioner in conscious living Miami, and we do fraternal counseling there too. And unbalanced mediumship is one of the biggest needs, because they come here and they say, I'm seeing ghosts. I want you to get rid of them for me. And then I don't even laugh, because that's exactly how I end up in a spiritual center. With a disturbed mediumship, seeing 30 friends every single night, 3:30 in the morning, not sleeping at all. So I went to a spiritist center in the same way. Please help me to get rid of them. And we teach that you cannot get rid of it. Mediumship is a beautiful gift, but you have to learn. You have to learn how to deal with it, so you can be well balanced and you can help the spirits and, of course, help yourself. So a big problem in the family, a death of a loved one, depression, sickness, and so many others. So many different issues bring people to a spiritist center. So as you can see, this is the minority. Most of people come to the center because they have questions, they need help for something. And what is a spiritist center? A spiritist center is so many things, but these are the 3 major ones. It's a home, a school, and it's a hospital. It's our home. We meet our family members. I have friends in the spiritist center that are more than my own family. Sometimes we meet friends, they mean so much that sometimes a brother or a sister, it's not the same. So it's our home, but as a home, we also have issues. You meet that cousin that you're like, oh, I can't take him anymore. Yes, you need to take him. You need to exercise your patience, your perseverance, the love that we talk so much. One easy thing is to come and to talk. The difficult thing is to do everything we talk about. We are so easy to say, DJ, you have to do this, this, and this. But then, in the same time, maybe I'm doing what I'm telling him, but I'm not doing so many other things. And at this point is that it's good to have enemies, because that friends that are not so friendly, they tell you the truth, boom, and you get like shocked. But then you wake up, you're like, whoa, I really have to pay more attention what I'm doing. At school, we come here to study. We come here to understand why we believe, why we talk about certain things. It's a hospital. When we are sick, we come here. We come here, we have fraternal counseling, we have a spiritual treatment, we have treatment at distance, we pray, we also know that we have to do our part. It's not just coming here to do the treatment, receive the passes, and bye-bye. We know in Spiritism everything is start within us. It's our behavior, what we have been doing. Yes, you come, you do a treatment, you feel awesome. You go back, and in 3 months you are worse than you were before because you did not change your wrong pattern. So we have to think about it. So here is what it translates to. So in Spiritist Center, we have objectives. We have things that we learn and we do here. So as a home, we welcome everyone. We should welcome everyone. Even if you are not a practitioner, you're a member, welcome everyone. Say hello, my name is this, and how did you end up here? So we should exercise our friendliness to clarify. That's why we study. There are no ghosts. There is no devil. We have to understand the ghosts, they are us, when we get out of this physical body. So when we understand, we can clarify our friends about it. And consolation is the biggest need of people coming to a Spiritist Center. So we can all do it. And we can also help people when they are going through a struggle. You can suggest, listen, I know you are from this belief, or I know you don't believe in anything, but you are going through so much trouble. Maybe, João is here too, one of our starters in Inner Enlightenment. So you can always suggest, maybe if you go to the Spiritist Center, you will feel better. Just go there to try. You are not imposing. It's different. You are just suggesting, and we can all do that. So this is a fun way to talk about happiness. A treasure map. I love this type of stuff. There is an event in Connecticut that just happened that I have been done that event like, I don't know, 10 years. I don't even know how many years. I was always there. How many years, Elder? Yeah, so at least 13 years I was there. I moved last year, so I couldn't go. And there was one time we created the pirates, and I was one of the bad pirates. The kids loved it. I was a bad pirate. But then I became a nice pirate, and all the kids, they loved me. It was so much fun. Anyway, so today, to find happiness, we will have to go through all this. A, B, C, D, and in F, we might be able to achieve some level of happiness. So as you can see, we start in the skull peak, the bottomless lake. Scary. To pursue something really good, it's difficult. It can be dangerous, but we are all brave people, and we will be able to do. So we start here. To be able to go through this, we have to know thyself, and we have to decide to change. What is very difficult. We think we know everything about ourselves. We don't know. We know everything about the others because we point fingers, but about ourselves, we don't know so well. Sometimes the others know more about us than we know. So we need to know our good points and our bad points and decide to change. Because sometimes we even know, oh yeah, that's my problem. No, next life I take care of it. No, we are not here to waste time. Then we have to go through these mountains of doom. We have to overcome pride, prejudice, and many, many other difficulties. So going up to this mountain is hard, it's tough, but we can do it. Then we go to this oasis, and when we open the chest, we find this message. Trust in God, in yourself, and then seek and you will find. So it's a message of hope that helps us. Maybe there is a bottle of water too, because now we have to cross the desert. We have to go to the Dead Man clearing, to letter D. There we open the chest and love, instruct yourself, and then love one another. We see it's very difficult. A lot of people tried and they couldn't do it. And then we go to the forest of no return. This forest is very dark. So we need to shine our light. We need to see in the forest. So if we see, we can exercise some kind of charity to be able to get out alive from the forest of no return. And then we will finally go here. Here is the last chance pier at Danger Bay. The last chance pier. We have to learn how to be truly thankful for everything. Truly thankful for everything. I'm talking about everything. Everything really. Not just what you're thinking. Let's go through. And remember, life is eternal. If you can't do it, if you sink in this boat, don't worry. You will come back again and you will go all over again and again and again. And you will see the lecture to remember how to do it. So let's go. First item, letter A. Remember, we are in that dangerous area. We are here in the bottomless lake. So, in the Spirit's book, 919, we see this question. Kardec asks, how can we morally improve in the present life and resist the attractions of evil? Then we have the wonderful St. Augustine answering, do what I myself used to do during my life upon the earth. At the close of each day, I examined my conscience, reviewed all that I had done, and asked myself whether I had not failed in some duty, whether someone might not have a reason to complain of me. So if we could do this every single day, we would make our lives better, because we would think, what did I do today of good and bad? And then you would reflect and try to improve yourself. So that's what we're doing. We reflect on our faults to correct our imperfections. We better ourselves and we don't repeat errors. Yes, we all need to change. We have to try not to repeat errors because we will commit different errors, unfortunately. But that's the way we learn. But we cannot repeat the wrong ones. So now we through the mountain, remember? Going up the mountain. We have to overcome pride, I wrote proud, prejudice and difficulties. New life, new year. You can see a new life as every day. Every day when you wake up is a new day, is a new life. What can I improve? What can I do better? So you think about your past, you can reflect on wrong actions, analyze your mistakes, understand the difficulties you are going through. All this about situations, but also about the persons, about the people that live with you. And then we see the errors we already committed, but they are lessons that we learned. And hits are the good things we did, and we get happy about it. We get happy that we were able to do it. And then we think about the future. And then we program our improvement, set up goals, and we act with love and charity. And then we do not repeat the errors, and we work hard to have the positive hits again. It's not because we did something good once that we are going to be always doing, because this is not within us yet. One day it will be, but we have to exercise to improve and to maintain it. So hope for a better year or for a better self? A lot of people say, oh, I hope next year will be a better year for me. Yes, it's not really like that. You need to be better, because when you are better, the year will be better. Maybe the same problems will happen, but you are different. You are more positive. So break the bad habits and build good ones. That's how we have to see. Next year will be better because I will be a better person. Then we have this beautiful book. I don't think it's in English yet. So this is from the spirit of Joana de Angelis. She is the mentor of Divaldo Franco. If you already saw the lectures of Divaldo that he talks about Joanna, you know she is a tough spirit. And Divaldo Franco even says, oh, you don't want to have a spiritual guide that was unknown for so many reincarnations, because she's a military woman, but she is very, very loving. And she knows Divaldo for many lives. It's not just this one. So she knows she can be hard with him. She can ask a lot of him because he can give. The same way Emmanuel was with Chico Xavier. I remember when I was reading the stories about Chico, I used to be like, my God, if I had this spiritual guide, I would be really dead. Yes, Angela, because you are so far from Chico. Emmanuel would say, oh God, give me another one. We all have what we can. So our spiritual guides, they are used to us. They understand us. So they ask what we are able to offer. So this sentence from Joanna is tough. Look, unshakable faith. To believe in God, in the immortality of the spirit, in the excellence of the postulates of reincarnation, but to allow oneself to be despondent when invited to demonstrate her capacity of resistance is a regrettable fall in frivolity, or a clear demonstration that faith is not real. Allowing yourself to be depressed because an unpleasant phenomena have happened, and even the destructors of behavior, means not only emotional weakness that only has strength when there is no struggle, but also a lack of confidence in God. So when you read this sentence, you're like, my God, that's terrible. I can't even be depressed. But it's because Joanna is telling us if we really have faith, we might be a little bit depressed, but we will immediately recognize, I cannot be like that. This struggle might be difficult for me, but there are other people struggling 1,000 times more, and they are able to overcome. So I have to be strong to overcome it and to go back to my good state of mind, because I need to progress. That's just what Joanna is telling us. Even if we read and we're like, ugh, that's hard, but it's not like so hard. And Barack Obama, yes, I can. We can do everything, whenever we want to do, whenever we really want to do. And of course, we have help and support. So if we're struggling with something, the Spirit Center is a wonderful place that you can receive this help. And a lot of people will tell you, don't worry, this also shall pass. Because as Chico Xavier always said, everything passes. The good times, they also pass. The good times don't stay forever. They will be good memories. But everything passes. Even the problems, they will pass. So we have to be strong because it will be better. And then we come to another point in the map. Seek and you will find. So in the gospel, we see, if you help yourself, then heaven will come to aid you. I want a job, but I never get out of the house. I don't create a resume. I don't search. I don't tell anybody. How heaven will help us? The guardian angels will like, Angela, please create a resume. Send it to Fred. He knows somebody. And then I'm like, resume, it's so difficult to do a resume. So, thank you. So, we really need to help ourselves in order to progress. So, work, progress, and intelligence. So, the progress here, it means also intellectual progress, spiritual progress, and intellectual progress. In the Spirit's book, we also see the law of labor. You have to make an effort. This effort can result in a physical effort, but also in a spiritual one. So this is for us to think. We are always being helped, but we need to do our part. If we don't do our part, the spirits are like, oh, Angela, please do something. So think about it. Then we move to love yourself and instruct yourself. This is that part of the chest that a lot of people failed. Because we see, love yourself, it's so easy. today. Yeah, well, maybe today, but tomorrow, like, oh my God, look at the age, that is awful. It's not always easy to love ourselves, especially when we commit mistakes. We hurt someone, and our pride do not allow us to call and say, I'm sorry, it was really bad. You're like, oh, that's okay. Should we forget about it? So, no. You have to recognize, that was not good. I really need to do something. I need to do something. And I love myself. I recognize my errors. So I work on it. So in the gospel, Christ the Consoler, we have this message from the spirits. The Spiritists love one another. That's the first precept. Educate yourselves is the second. So we know we need love, but we also need education. We need love, morality, and intelligence. That's the scale. We have to have both in order to become one day elevated, pure spirits, all living in happy worlds. All of us becoming guardian angels of other people. And we will be, oh, don't worry, I went through this. It's a piece of cake, I'm here to help you. But wait, we are still far from that. But one day, it will happen. One day. So love one another is also in Genesis. This is from Jesus. The Father will give you another consoler to be with you forever. The consoler is Spiritism. So the consoler arrived. Some people think Jesus is returning. Yes, he returned. He returned with the beautiful teachings, his teachings. But now we can fully understand. We can get the full explanations of the parables that were sometimes a little bit confusing to understand. So we have this. Let's work with it. Remember, we are going into the forest of no return in the map. So we need to shine our light. Not easy to shine, but we can. We can better our moral values. We can irradiate light from our own thoughts and actions. And we can become good examples to the others. And we can all do that. Even if it's just a little bit. And the Spirit Center is a wonderful place for you to exercise that. You know that we have so many teachings that help with us. We have so many charitable causes we embrace. And we can all go together. We can all do a little bit. And we are going to understand later on, when we help someone else, the happiness that it brings to us is so much bigger than many other things. Charity is the point. So love and charity. Also in the gospel, we have the explanation. The good person is always good, humane, and benevolent with everyone, without distinction as race or creed, because they see all men and women as brothers and sisters. They respect all sincere convictions in others and never launch reprobation against those who think otherwise. This is what a good person is. It's not even a good spiritist. It's just a good person. Are we all good people yet? Sometimes we are. Sometimes like, well, today I was so good. I helped this person to cross the street. I donated that. I did that. But other days, like, no, don't even ask me money. Don't look at me. We are like that. We are like, woo, woo, woo. We should try to stay a little bit more here, but we have like, boom. But then, thank God, the Spirit Center help us. Oh, Angela, come up. And like, okay, I'm coming. But this is part of us. One day we will evolve in a way that we are not going to be like this. We will be more like, whoop, whoop, whoop. And one day this will happen. Maybe this. But, you know, we are all different, and we have to accept the way we are, knowing that we improve. So because of the time, I'm not going to read beautiful from St. Paul. This is the part of the acknowledgement, instructions that St. Paul is telling everyone for the people to recognize other people's work, for the people to learn how to say thank you. Like in the Spiritist Center, for example. There are people that are in the behind the scenes. They cook. We are going to have a dinner. So someone cooked. You will need someone to clean. We never remember. We tell the speaker, thank you, your lecture was so nice. I love the pictures or whatever. But we forget about so many other things we don't recognize. And we have to recognize everything. We have to recognize the cleaning lady from our building. Sometimes she's so humble cleaning, and she knows people are very tough, people are very busy. The high society people don't even say good morning, so she doesn't even look. She's like cleaning. And you pass and you say, hey, good morning. She's like, good morning. We should do it naturally. We should do this naturally. If we don't have her, how is going to be the building? So there are things that we don't think, but they are so important. And this, so many things we have to be thankful. And at this moment, I want to, every single one of you, look to your side and say one thing that you are thankful for. And I'm going to drink water. You have 1 minute. Come on. I want to see. I'm going to ask you. You can look to the back. Everyone, tell Isabella what you are thankful for. I'm thankful for the AC. So now, please, I want some examples. DJ, what are you thankful for? Guys, please let's listen to our brothers and sisters. DJ?
I'm thankful for the opportunity to be better than I was, to not be in that space of despair. And each day, you know, I do experience that up and down, but it's on the trajectory of my life in Spiritism especially.
Yes.
You know, I met you at a very low point, and it is like so much better. And it's like I find that in giving is where I really truly begin to see the truth of my life.
Yes. This is the beauty of a Spiritist Center. We receive so many beautiful examples that we can always get better. We can always get better. I would love to hear more, but you guys want to have dinner. But this is one thing that we never say thank you. I'm thankful for aching muscles. Yeah, dog walker, you have to walk a lot. And scratch the knee. So this is funny. Like, why I'm going to be thankful? But if you don't know, there is a disease that's rare but exists, that people do not feel pain. It doesn't mean they don't get hurt. They get badly hurt. But they can put the arm on fire. They are melting. But they do not have the synapses that send the message to the brain saying, whoa, remove your arm from there. So it's important for us to feel pain, because each time we feel pain, something is not good. So let's learn with Joanna, because she also talked about it. So there are so many Thanksgiving prayers in the book, and sometimes we don't read. You know, the prayers are not for us to memorize. They are just examples to inspire us to create our own prayers. So many prayers. I'm not going to go through all of this. But in this beautiful book, Psychology of the Gratitude, from Joanna, she has the Psychology of Gratitude. She has this message from Givaldo, talks about it. So Givaldo learned from Joanna to give thanks to God for the good things that happened, the bad things that didn't happen, but also the bad things that happened to us. Those were lessons that we need to go through to learn with it and to overcome it. So many times we never say thankful for breaking a leg, but we don't know. Maybe the spirits made you to break a leg, so you wouldn't go to a place and something bad wouldn't happen to you. There is a beautiful story that I can say, I will say if we have time. But it's just really quickly. A soldier, the son breaks his leg, he's in a farm. He cannot help the father with the farm. The father gets devastated. It's terrible. How is that possible? How am I going to take care of this huge farm? The war breaks. They come to pick up his son to go to war. And in this condition, he couldn't go to war. So later on, the whole family gives thanks because the father got extremely sick. He couldn't do anything. And then when the son got better, he's the one who took care of the farm, and he didn't go to war because of his broken leg in that time. So everything is perspective. We see that the happiness is, it's not really buying things. Yeah, you can be momentarily happy. But when you do something that really boosts your energy, and in Spiritism we know that when you help others, you receive so much love back. Not necessarily from that person, but also from the spirits that love that person. So let's do things different. Material things, they are just temporary. We arrived naked and we will be returning naked. So we only use the material things now. But the things that boost happiness, that we create happiness, we take forever. So what is happiness? Is the state of being happy. You can create this state within yourself. And what means to be happy? Feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. But what makes you happy? Each one of us, so different. But we just saw the video. You like to have lots of little happiness, or would you like to have that sensation to stay longer with us? And these are like many things, But in Spiritism, we know these ones really boost our energy in our family, even if many families have so many problems. They are the ones who brought us here. Many times they took care of us, and we are here to improve this relationship. So let's try to work on it. So my friends, we reached to the end of our treasure map to happiness. So I hope from this moment on, each one of you, we will be able to get the seeds of this happiness and to pursue it. Understanding that in the planet Earth, happiness is not a permanent state of mind, but we can always search for it, continually searching for it. And understanding that with our great inner enlightenment, to pursue this happiness is a little bit easier. Thank you so much.